she's like, no, that's not true at all. I don't like that. That's what I don't like.
Because your judgment about her relationships is better
No.
than her judgment about her relationships.
That's not true. It's not about what is actually reality.
It's how I feel.
It's
how
what
I feel.
want. No, but if I say
Yep.
she should do what I say.
Yeah, no, I get
It's what
that.
I'm saying. I'm
No,
saying
I get that you're saying
no,
that.
He gets this. He gets me. I'm saying that she should
I'm
do
not
the things
deciding.
that I tell her to do. And we're live.
There's poo on my hands. Do you want to take the poo?
Cool. There's snot in my nose.
Can you pick the poo?
No.
Is it poo?
Tommy, that's poo, dude. That's actually so gross.
Zoom in on the poo.
Don't.
It's not. It wasn't.
Digital zoom in
Doesn't like
on
the
the poo. Whoa.
It wasn't doing
that's so
this
pretty.
5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well I guess this is the start.
I actually just activated it
Okay.
for a cinematic effect.
Meow. Oh my goodness. God.
Make sure you pull up that.
Oh yeah. It's, I was gonna say. Yeah. Hold up.
Make sure you pull up that post that
Yeah,
you were going to talk about later.
I'm pulling up post. Yeah. Entertain them, Scrumble. Welcome to the Woods podcast episode.
Welcome to the Woods podcast.
5? No,
This
6.
is-
Be 6. There's one in the.
This
in
is
the
really
oven.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my host.
Or,
Tommy?
or 7.
Host Ciaran. Shut up. Shut up.
How many fingers?
I'm literally introing. Shut the fuck up.
Meow.
This is my host Tommy. I'm Ciaran. He's my femboy.
Yeah. I'm not straight, by the way, according to him, so he can say that.
You know, interesting you say that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that later.
But right now, it's something more important.
Yeah, pull it. It's crazy. Maybe we should just re-intro it, bro.
No,
Once
I
we
like
find
this intro. This is
post.
awesome.
He's actually on Pornhub right now.
Yeah, there's this guy, and he does Minecraft Let's Plays on Pornhub.
Does he? Who?
This is old news, I guess. Can you get a Pornhub app on the Google Play Store?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think anyone wants to have the Pornhub app on their. You know when you like tap search, and it's like the last couple apps you used.
You don't want it to be Pornhub.
No, I don't think anyone wants it to be Pornhub.
But who like actually goes on your phone besides you?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, other people that are like around you, you can go on your phone in public and people see that shit. Do you think it's a red flag to? I have 2 questions for you about red flags. Man who has never loved anybody ever.
Okay, well you don't have to like fucking deep into me, bud. I love you, Bear.
There's a I know he loved me. Me and my sister discussed this a while ago. Do you think it's a red flag to be friends with your ex?
What? No.
Do you think it's a red flag to have bad relationships with all your exes?
What? Yeah. So you think it's the opposite? If you have a bad relationship with your ex, you think that's a good thing?
Listen to me.
Mm.
Listen to me.
Oh.
I think it's a red flag to be friends with your ex.
Why?
Not bad. It's not bad. Red flag. It can be a green flag. It can be a green flag. But when I hear I'm friends with my ex, that's a red flag.
You're weird for that, bro.
Why?
No, you just are weird. Like being friends with someone that you were intimate with before is like a natural part of being in modern society.
I disagree with you, though. I disagree
No,
with you.
I know
It
you
is
do.
normal. No, it is normal.
Right.
I think it's fine. But I think most of the time, whenever I've heard that, it's not good. Don't end well.
What do you mean by that?
Because the relationship's not over. All you are is a little back burner.
Why do you, that's you are doing that.
No.
You're that's your insecurities.
No,
just completely.
that's not true. That's not true, bro. Because straight up,
Yeah.
you'll interact with some of these people, right? And they'll be like friends with their ex, and then you'll talk to their ex, and their ex is clearly still likes them, right? And you're like, I would prefer. I guess this is different territory. If you're like, I would prefer that like, you don't hang out with this person as much because they clearly still like really like you, and she's like, no, that's not true at all. I don't like that. That's what I don't like.
Because your judgment about her relationships is better
No.
than her judgment about her relationships.
That's not true. It's not about what is actually reality.
It's how I feel. It's how I
what I
feel.
want. No, but if I say
Yep.
she should do what I say.
Yeah, no, I get
is what
that.
I'm saying.
No,
saying
I get that you're
you
saying
know,
that.
He gets this. He gets me. I'm saying that she should
I'm
do
not
the
deciding.
things that I tell her to do.
Yeah.
No, I actually do. I don't think it's bad. In all seriousness, I don't think it's bad to be friends with your ex. I do think it's a red flag, though. I think generally people that are friends with their ex are not over their ex. And most people that remain friends with their ex But it's also a green flag because if you can end a relationship amicably and like still hang out after, that's go. But a lot of the time that don't happen.
A lot of time is in the times you've seen
that
it.
ain't the reality. Times that happen to me.
Right.
Yeah, I guess, bro. Well, you're being so judgmental right now. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, depending on, like,
Am I being judgmental? You're literally like making up a person in your brain.
I'm not making up a person.
You have an experience with someone, and you're like,
I don't have an experience with someone. I'm just saying that that's what I feel is the case. So for me, that's a red flag. But when I see, like, I'm explained to, like, how exactly that breakup happened, I don't think it's bad to be friends with your ex, to be clear. I don't think that's bad at all.
You think it's a red flag?
I would prefer...
You think it's a red flag?
No, I don't think it's a red flag inherently. I think when somebody tells me they're still friends with their ex, I think in my head... Because what a red flag is to me is a little box in my head where I go, okay, let's keep an eye on that. That's what it is in my head. But if she's, like, just actually... If they're just actually friends. I don't know.
Give me more examples of your red flags. More examples. So we can get your categorization done.
Oh, wait. I have the biggest red flag ever.
Uh,
When they start telling you about bad shit that happened to them too soon.
too soon as in... has to be like a cool down, like a month.
Yeah.
Is it a month too soon?
Depends. Am I hanging out with this person every day?
Am
Am I kicking with this
doesn't
person?
mean you're like talking to them every day.
Again, I don't think it's a red flag. Like, I have a friend now that, like, the first time I had a big conversation with them, they, like, just dumped on me. And I was fine with that. And that was fine, because he's, like, a cool guy, right? But it is still a red flag. If you're just, like, the minute that you get any emotional connection with someone, you're like, I'm going to dump everything that's in my head on this person's lap.
Yeah. I guess it's like...
I don't think it is bad to do. You shouldn't do that. But that's not the reason it's a red flag for me is because it's not an instant no.
Yeah, because they have to be 8 out of 10.
They have to be
if they're hot.
damaged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're hot, yeah. If a girl doesn't like her dad...
Stop, bro. It's actually bad. It's actually bad.
Every single...
Every single girl... He was
I was
literally
gonna
about to say
I was
it.
going to joke about it.
Every single girl that has ever been interested in me has never had a good relationship with her father. And that includes Tommy.
I had a great relationship with my dad.
Why is it you so long to find this Reddit post?
No, I have it. I'm just waiting for
Oh.
you to finish the...
That's fair. So what's your red flags? What do you not like about people?
If they got a pussy. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole right now?
He's gay? Bro,
Am I the asshole?
pause. Go, read it.
Am I the asshole? Refusing to use the word pregnant when I tell people my wife is going to have a baby or talk about her time carrying the baby.
Let's just let that simmer.
Okay.
Let's just let the beat rock.
Where do you think this is going?
Is she not actually pregnant?
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Okay.
While you're thinking on it, I know this is a weird hang-up, but I was raised by my grandparents and they never used the word pregnant. Because to them it was almost like a dirty word. It was basically seen as vulgar. Everything was always, she's going to have a baby, or she's expecting. So over time I developed an aversion to saying pregnant, or pregnancy. Am I there the same way with other words, but those are not the issue here. I guess my wife never noticed, or didn't think much of it until we found out we were going to have a baby. One day she asked me about it, and I explained the same thing I wrote above, and how it wasn't something I grew up saying. So far?
He's normal.
Okay, normal.
No, that's weird. That's
Little
really
bit weird.
weird. Do you want me to explain why that's weird?
Yeah, you go on.
Because that's just sexist. That's just ingrained sexism. For real. You just... your grandparents were sexist, and they don't like women.
It seemed to bother her a lot more than I thought it would. And it created a big disagreement that I would have ever expected. Because of my explanation, she says that me not using that word, it makes her think that I feel what she is doing is dirty or something shameful to be hidden. She thinks I secretly judge her. Weird take. I obviously don't feel this way.
Weird take?
And my hang-up is
About
nothing
his
to do,
wife?
nothing to do with her
Wait,
having a
weird
baby.
take on his wife?
It's purely about of comfort and certain language not being part of my vocabulary. I really think she's making too much of this, and perhaps is it being used by her as projection for her own insecurities? I don't think my language checks in this case make me the asshole. She disagrees and wants me to start using the right terms. Describe what is happening. And we have the full context. Psychopathic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If your wife does anything where she's like, you're making me uncomfortable by what you're saying.
I love my wife so much. Me and Tommy have talked about this so much. I'm in my wife era. I want my wife. That's it. I just want my wife at this point.
But not me.
If my wife is preggers to the bone, and she's like, I damage her verbally in any way, I'm like, "Ah!" How are you like weird take wife? That's crazy. That's like no. In all seriousness, two adult people, and she's like, "Why are you saying this about me? Like you're saying the thing I'm doing, like with you, like the thing you help me do, get pregnant, is like a filthy thing somehow, and you won't like say pregnant." And he's like, "Weird take, femoid."
It's just my language, my verbose,
Yeah.
same. I feel the same way about other things.
My least favorite word is. Oh wait, no. If she says comfy, that's a red flag. That word. Don't like that word.
Lily Pichu.
Yeah, hate that word. Hate that word. Hate that word so much. If anyone says comfy, I want to die.
I'm in my comfy clothes right now.
No, that's dead.
Okay.
That's bang in the head. He said comfortable in that context. I'm just trying to feel comfortable. That's genuinely.
Black flag.
What's black flag? Is that instant end?
Bomb.
Bomb.
Yeah, it is instant end, yeah.
Yeah, that's black flag. If people weaponize the word comfy or comfortable, it makes me want to die. Like, they're like, you're... Oh, stop, bro, stop. He was like, I'm just trying to feel comfortable. Like, in my own... Why are you making me feel uncomfortable? Like, with the way I speak.
Yeah, freedom of expression.
Oh, bro, everybody's trying to be like a liberal nowadays. So annoying. Ugh.
You're a little bit liberal.
So he's trying to say that he... Like, it's just about my language. I just don't want to say pregnant. But she's, like, asking him this very small thing to be like... Which is a huge thing for her, and a very small thing for him. And he's like, I won't do it.
Yeah. Because I think he keeps explaining that, like, it's really big for her. I don't know why she's so alarmed about it. But he won't change his thing because he also feels like it's a big thing for him.
Yeah, well, no, just he can't... His wife can't make him do anything. Like, he's not allowed... His wife is not allowed to control him in any way. That's what is in his head. He will not make any accommodations for his wife.
Here's some comments I think you'll like. Lol, not the asshole. It's just a word. We can go both ways. I'm sure there are lots of other normal words that people avoid for stupid reasons. I think frightening sounds super pretentious and never use it. Kinda makes me cringe. Can't explain it. Everyone needs to chill out. OP isn't trying to shame anyone. He just doesn't like the word. OMG.
Okay.
Not the asshole. What the hell? I don't understand why so many people are calling you an asshole. It's obvious you don't see her pregnancy as disgusting. It's just your preference of words and what you grew up around. You're obviously not the asshole, but your wife is pregnant, and the fight will obviously get bigger. So just be the big person and agree with her for a smoother pregnancy.
So just agree with her because women be crazy.
Women be crazy sometimes.
Women be crazy sometimes, and your wife is crazy. So just let her have the baby and tell her to shut up, I guess. That's insane. That is the compromise for him, though, is like the best comment in the world is, dude, it doesn't even matter whether you're right or wrong. Just call her pregnant, you fucking asshole.
Would you call me pregnant if I asked you to?
No. I'd never put a baby in you.
No, I'm not pregnant.
You're not pregnant.
But I would ask you.
No.
Hey, Ciaran, when.
No.
Sorry, don't.
Literally black flag. Get bombed. What? What are you saying to me?
Nothing. Am I the asked for decline to walk my daughter down the aisle at her wedding? How do you think he turns this around?
She's actually fat and ugly. I don't want to be seen near her. Watch that. Black flag, she's ugly. Bomb her at wedding.
Bro.
Does she? I bet he doesn't approve of the groom. The groom's a racist or something. And that's why he won't walk her down the aisle.
It's not the asshole, according to Reddit.
Not the asshole, okay.
About 8 years ago, I got a message on Facebook from a teenager asking if I knew her mother back in college, because she might be my kid.
Okay.
Now, after I got over the shock, I messaged her back. We talked a little bit. I paid for a DNA test. Turns out I have a daughter. We'll call her Jenny. We talked for a little bit. I got to know her stepdad, Jim, and her mom, Tina. ONS, I didn't even know her last name 25 years ago. Okay. And a younger half-siblings, and they're all pretty cool. In particular, cannot praise Jim enough. He's one of the nice guys I've ever met. Basically a human teddy bear, this guy. Overall, I'd say Jenny and I have a decent enough relationship. I'm never married, I don't have any other children, so I've been out taking her on vacations with me. And she spent a few holidays at my house, but overall, the relationship is much like that of two adults, rather than a parent and a child. She doesn't call me dad, she just calls me Jim, Dad, and me Matt. She calls Jim, Dad, and me Matt. I went to college fun, but not as much as Jim and Tina did, and she wasn't big of a deal. Last week, she called me to tell her that her long-term boyfriend proposed and asked me to walk her down the aisle. I told her I'd be honored, but that I didn't think it was fair for me to take that moment from Jim, who raised her since she was a toddler, just because we share DNA. She said that she actually wants both of us to walk her down the aisle, one on either side. I told her that I didn't think it was fair to ask him to share that moment either, and even though Jim said he was okay with it, I'm sure he would, because Jim wouldn't deny Jenny anything no matter how much I hurt his feelings. It probably broke his heart for her to ask that. He said okay and hung up, but she hasn't been unhappy to me ever since. Am I asshole for saying no, or did I need to give her some time to adjust?
That's a good one. That's a genuinely good one. This is so fucked though, because I'm such like a broken human that the actual answer is shoot your daughter. No.
Black flag. Black flag.
Black flag is getting married, shoot her. The real answer is talk to Jim and be like, are you cool with this? Like, is this something you're okay with? But I don't think that, like, seems like a man. Like, not like us a man, but like a man. And I don't think he wants to talk to anyone about their feelings. So I feel like that's not his solution because he'll never do it.
Why doesn't he want to walk her down the aisle? Because it's not to do with Jim. Because Jim is okay with either, in his own, like, collection of things. Even if
We
Jim's
don't know that, though.
I guess, but if Jim was not okay with it, why wouldn't he still walk her down the aisle? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
She wants him to walk her down the aisle,
Yeah.
and she wants both him and Jim.
Yes.
If Jim doesn't want to do it, she still wants him to do it.
If Jim doesn't want to do it,
Yes.
she still wants Matt
Yes.
to do it himself.
And then he feels like he's stealing the thunder then.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying, I don't want to walk you down the aisle because I'd be stealing it from Jim. And she's saying, oh no, the two of you can do it.
Yeah.
And he's saying that Jim is going to say yes because he's
Yeah.
Jim. Like, Jim is obviously going to say yes even if he doesn't want to. So Matt feels like he has to say no
For Jim.
for Jim. But what he should do is he should just go, let me think about it. Pending yes.
Yeah.
Let me think about it. I'm going to go talk to Jim and see if he's okay with it. And then he talks to Jim, and then he feels it out, and then he gives his answer.
But if he says no, he's still in the same situation.
Maybe just shut up and both of you do
Yeah,
it for your daughter.
That's what I was thinking. Like, there's no... It's not like you're losing anything.
No.
You're just like...
But also, it's not about you.
Yeah, at all. It's her wedding.
It's not about her dad, or either of her dads.
It's crazy that the Redditor with no kids and is asking for information about his daughter. That's kind of a sad state of affairs right there.
Yeah, that's true.
This one's actually fucking goated. Am I the asshole for giving my son a unique name? I, 27 male,
Penis face.
just had a first child, a beautiful little boy. Ever since I was really young, I really love books and literature. My favorite book
Stop.
series of all time is Lord of the Rings.
Stop.
I also really love Shakespeare.
Stop.
Red flag was red flag.
Frodosphere.
So when my wife and I were thinking of names for our kid... You're thinking it.
Aragorn Hamlet.
I suggested a rather unique name. Ben Wise.
Ben Wise.
Ben Wise.
First name.
First name.
Is it Ben hyphen Wise?
It's capital Benwise. Ben Wise.
Ben Wise. Okay.
It's a combination of Ben Volio and Sam Wise. Me and my wife both thought it was really clever and perfect name for a boy, so that's why we named him. We hadn't shared name ideas with either of our families, so when we told them what the name was, they were surprised. So we told them most of our family berated us for...
Pause. You're the family. I'm the father. So yeah, Dad, I just... we're having a baby. You look nervous.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking like, well, you're always a kooky with your
Yeah.
literary stuff.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, like, when you have a baby, make sure you name him something like after your great-grandfather,
Yeah. Well, we're naming him after something great, so...
Oh, but not the grandfather. Oh, your granny. It's a girl?
No, well, it's a boy.
Okay.
It's a boy.
Right.
And we have the name picked out.
Yeah. Why are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I know. Maybe you can name it after the thing you like, Lord of the Rings, or like
Yeah,
Frodo
that's
or
what
Sam.
that's...
Oh,
well, that's kinda what
is his name Sam? Oh, maybe Shakespeare. You love Shakespeare.
Ben Wise.
What?
Like, Ben Wise. Benwise. Ben Wise.
Son.
We love it. We think it's great. So... You don't look happy.
What?
Why are
Ben
you,
Wise.
Why are you
what?
laughing? Why are you laughing?
Guys, look at this fucker. He didn't say Ben Wise. Yeah.
And then the whole family beats him up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with calling your son a unique name, but I just want to...
Yes, there is.
Okay, hold on. We got to go through the whole thing, though. We got to
Yeah.
go through the whole thing. I was surprised. Berated us for giving us a son a weird name. They said it would grow up being bullied for his name and end up resenting us. I do agree that's not a typical name, and he might be made fun of because of it, but in my opinion, if kids are going to make fun of him, they'll make fun of him whether you have a funny name or not. Also, if he really doesn't like the name, he can always go by Ben. At the end of the day, I would rather my son have a unique name like Ben Wise than a boring-ass name like Jack or Adam. No offense to Jack Adams of the world. So, am I the asshole for giving my son a unique / quotation marks weird name?
Can I say stuff about this? Because I have a unique name. It's not unique as in one of a kind, but it is unique.
Yeah, you're named after little shits of turf.
That's not even true.
It is.
That's not even true.
Look it up.
So my name is Ciaran.
Right,
Which
and
is
there's these turf.
an
There's like
Irish
pieces of bog peat.
translation of the name Ciaran, right? Or Ciaran is an English translation of the name
Well,
Ciaran.
Ciaran came first.
Yeah, I know.
What we used to call little schmicklings.
That's not true.
The little
That's not
droplings
true.
of
That's not
turf.
true. You know why I was? You know why I was named that, Tommy? Because I came out of the womb and I had black head of hair,
Yeah.
and Ciaran means little dark one. Like
Yes,
little
because it's
black
named
hairs.
after the black piece of turf that
So-
fall on the ground.
What's your problem with black people? What's your problem with black people? Say it. Look at the camera. Look at the Don't look at me. Look at the camera.
Okay.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera.
Right. I really enjoy black people.
Okay. Next, I'm on the asshole post. Okay.
No, the comments are all saying you're the asshole, by the way. Because the only person that benefits from this is you and your partner. In general, you're the asshole. We give the other weird name just the other case of that. I'm talking about the bullies. Think of it as Stark's work. Imagine him having a single as a lawyer under the name Ben Wise whatever-esque. People won't take him seriously. In harassment, that's a bad idea. I don't know. People
People are too mean, I think. I know you were really mean, but let them name whatever they want to name their kid. Unless it's really weird. Ben Wise is not that weird.
No, it's also like something like heritage, right? I guess because it's Ben. I don't know.
Oh, you can just use Ben.
Yeah, you can just use Ben. And even if you like
Have I told you what I want to name my kid? Leviathan.
Levi,
Levi or Levy?
Levi
It
is
depends. Well, I don't think a male kid is gonna want to say Levy.
Levi. What about Gotham Chess? His name's Levi.
His name's Levy.
Yeah.
I'd hate
Levy
if my
Ro-
name was Levy.
Levi Roseman. Yeah, because you're fucking weird though.
Why?
You're named after little skinnamarings on top of a turf.
You're literally have the most typical name ever.
No, my name is Thomas, but everyone
Cool.
every time someone says that, they're like Thomas Mitchell. I knew that guy. That's the guy from. Yeah, and then I have to do the thing where I'm like, yep,
You see, he's made this sad now. So is that your legacy then?
yeah.
To be known by a different name of a different man.
No, I'm the dysfunctional result of his anotropic adventures.
Sex. He's an ex-post.
I think this is the one I think I showed Noah before. This one's kind of crazy.
We love Noah.
Am I the asshole for telling my fiance I don't like her wedding dress?
Okay. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Again, I'm biased though, because if I this isn't me, this is two other people. This is me. If we're taking this from the perspective that this is me, he's wrong already. He's wrong already, and the dress is lovely.
Yeah, but what if it's like
What if it does suck?
She-
Yeah, read it.
if she okay, yeah. So my fiance and I are getting married in 9 months. She's been dress shopping with her girls for months now. She found the dress she loved and bought it, and was too excited to keep it a secret. She showed me a pics of her bridesmaids dressing, and I told her that was pretty. They matched my groom suit very well. Anyway, she brought her dress out and asked what I thought. I specifically asked her if she wants the god-honest truth and wants me to critique the dress, or if she knows she loves it and just wants me to show me. She said she wanted my opinion.
Of course she's gonna say that.
Yeah.
Of course she wants to say that.
She put the dress on and came out of the bathroom, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't a little disappointing. She's a beautiful woman. Looks incredible in anything, of course, but the dress completely dwarfed her and didn't really fit the wedding theme she had and worked so hard for. She wanted a forestry, magical, whimsical type theme, flower crowns and the bridesmaids, etc. But she chose a super sparkly dress with a huge skirt, which looked nothing like the simple body-hugging, sexy dresses she had repeatedly showing me. She picked basically a huge Disney princess dress, and I just didn't like how it looked. I was honest when I told her I didn't like it, and I was surprised she picked it because it doesn't seem to match her, and I just thought it was too much poof and sparkle. She got really quiet and, well, stormed back upstairs, and then stormed out of the house and went to her mom's. Texted me saying she couldn't believe I would say I didn't like it, and I was a dickhead. I am, and it's block number. This is our first major fight. I'm just so annoyed because I asked if she wanted a real opinion, and she said yes.
Of course she's gonna say yes.
Am I the ass for telling her I don't like the dress?
Your wife is beautiful, and you should love her, you prick.
It's so
Also,
yeah.
side note, whenever a man says she was out with the girls, in his head there's the wife and then there's the blob. And behind it's just and they're all fused together, and those are the girls.
Yeah, well, him and the boys.
Him and the boys are the same, but they're like football.
It is wild as well that he's talking about the forestry like magical event, and he thinks a poofy Disney dress is not that.
Yeah.
And he's like, that in my brain, no, sexy,
No, he wants to see his wife in the what is the exact words he used?
which looks nothing like the simple body hugging sexy dresses she's repeatedly showing me. Yeah, that's it. Body hugging sexy dresses ruined it.
This is about your wife as much as it is about you. If
Yeah.
your wife was like, your suit is ugly,
Yeah.
you look ugly, are you gonna be like, okay, this is, because also, he's saying that she has planned the wedding.
Yeah.
That it's her forestry theme. This is clearly like her dream dress.
Uh-huh.
Where it is you stupid white boy, in your like black tuxedo. And
Yeah.
she's like, I don't love it. And he's like, I don't care. Because he doesn't care.
Uh-huh.
But she clearly cares.
Yeah.
So just say you like it.
It's the easiest layup in the universe, and he just fumbles.
Yeah.
Oh, OP, you're not an asshole, but you're an idiot. She has bought the dress, hundreds, likely thousands were spent on it. That's a good point. You can't return it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. She now has to fork out a shit ton of more money, but to buy her second choice gown or wear something she knows you don't like. No matter what, she will now feel shitty about her clothes on your wedding day. What possible good can come of you telling her don't like dress? She already bought it. Advice: tell her about some minor alterations you would advise. Yeah, that's fucking. I mean, that's
the play. Say like, I thought there should be more flowers on it. Just the easiest shit to do ever.
and
Just snatch the waist a little bit. Snatch the waist. You look tubby. That's all I'm saying. You look tubby. You look tubby and
Not in a
fat.
good way.
You look
Not in a
tubby.
good
You look-
way.
Laura, snatch the waist, or it's an annulment.
or snatch the wedding.
Or snatched waist or scrapped wedding. Which do you want?
Oh, this is this is the most Reddit thing I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for keeping track of when I was told by others? Oh, it's been deleted. That's cool. Okay, am I also keeping track when I was told by other people that I wouldn't understand things when I was older and emailed them examples of how they were wrong now that I'm an adult?
Oh my god.
From what I can remember, he wrote down when he was 17 all the shit people would say like, "Oh, you understand when you're older. You understand when you're older." Then 15 years later, wrote an email to all like the old people in his life about how actually you're wrong. You're wrong for this. You're wrong for this.
What?
And everyone in the comments is like, not the asshole. Based. Reddit based. Reddit
That's
based.
insane. That's psychic. That's
I
psycho.
love
That's
Reddit.
literally psychotic behavior.
Yeah.
You told me that I would understand sexual intercourse when I was older, and I still don't.
I don't. What do you feel about am I the asshole in general?
It's just people posting their based or cringed moments. That's all it is.
But there's something more to it where it's like,
You want to be validated.
yeah.
That's what it is. When you post your based moment, you know you're posting a based moment. And when you post your cringe moment, you don't know you're posting cringe.
But surely everyone doesn't think they're the asshole. Like some people think they're in between. But
Yeah.
But surely that automatically means
You're the asshole. Because everyone will, even when you like apologize, I do this as well. Even when I apologize for something, I'm thinking like, well, I'm not that wrong.
Oh, red flag.
I think everyone does that. Everyone's like, I'm not that wrong. But then when you talk to somebody else about a thing you did and they have clarity, they're
Yeah.
like, no, you fucking idiot.
Well, it's more just like in your head, you always have a reason for doing bad things. There's always a good reason.
For a reason.
Yeah, of course you did. Am I the asshole for cancelling my birthday party because my parents cut my sister a slice of my custom-made cake the night before my party when she cried for it?
This is rich people shit.
Guess how old this person is.
16.
Oh my god, they actually don't say. That's... My sister 11F is a miracle golden child. Always get what she wants. Yada yada yada. My birthday was a few days ago, and the party was scheduled for the day after. I've been planning for weeks, invited all my friends. I bought the food, snacks, and drinks, and picked up my own custom-made cake, which I was really excited about. It was just perfect. The night before the party, I noticed my cake, which was on the fridge, had a huge slice missing. When I asked my dad, he shrugged and nonchalantly said that my sister was crying for it. It was just a small piece. My friends wouldn't notice. I yelled at him, asking why he would do something like that when it wasn't even brought with his money, and my sister could have waited for tomorrow. This made him angry, and he went on tirade about how I think I'm an adult because of my stupid party, implying the fact that I did everything myself, didn't ask them for anything. I ended up calling it off because I was not able to change the location last minute, and I didn't have the means to, and I was so hurt. I didn't want to host at the home anymore. One of my friends told me they were calling it off was an overreaction, that I could have just grit my teeth and gone through with it doing it at home rather than cancelling just hours before. This is the most, like, white... man suburbia shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, but also your parents suck.
They suck, but it's like
I'd be talking about that. I'd be yapping about that.
if you're in from like a 10-hour shift.
Oh, no, I actually don't care about... Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because she's clearly working.
Yeah, it's
Bruh. And you think you're an adult because you bought all this yourself.
getting talked down to where you're like,
Dude, I get pissed off if I buy something and then somebody else takes it. I'm like, that's mine. Fuck you. That's mine.
do you have to like have someone be like ask you first, or like it be?
What do you mean? What
Like-
is it? If it's food,
Wi-
there's
I'm sorry, wifey. Wifey said wifey
What?
eats. Wifey.
Pause. Wifey gets the meal.
Wait, how does wifey? Okay, if wifey does red
Yeah.
flag, how does that make you feel?
She's not wifey anymore.
What? How? Wait, but she can. She.
Listen, there's an idealized woman in my head and she's not real.
Oh, we know that bit.
Wait, can I list out wifey?
Oh, okay.
So, wifey can do backflips.
Okay.
Wifey can do a backflip. She can
If-
do a cartwifey.
Let me just preface this: if you're watching this and you fit all these
Send in.
criteria,
Wifey
Please.
can do backflips.
Yeah.
Wifey can do a cartwheel. Wifey wears blush and eyeliner. That's
Yeah.
it.
Why does she have to be acrobatic?
Wifey.
Why does the
I
acrobatic?
just think it's cool. That's it.
Does wifey have to be like?
Low standards.
No, but what?
She can learn to do a backflip too. She doesn't have to be able to do.
No, but you don't name anything that's like qualifying. Like
What do you mean?
Like wifey, because you say you're like attraction to you is like a very important part.
It's very Of course it is. Very important to everyone.
So anyone can
well,
put
not
on.
to you, but yeah, go on.
Why are you always?
I
digging, bro?
was gonna say everyone. But
Bruh.
yeah, go on. But I didn't want to ostracize you like that. Go on.
Well, you did.
Okay.
That fucking so good. You just fucking hate on people.
Yes, it's very binary for me. So I honestly can't even say like what the definitive things are, because genuinely, wifey is just a feeling. Like you just see somebody and you're like,
Wifey.
wifey. But then she says something to you and you're like, ugh. That's it. Like, that is what it is. I can be, like, talking to someone and be vibing with them and, like, that's chill. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's a different thing from, like, being attracted to somebody. Like, or, I don't know. I guess there's scales of attraction. Because even there's people that I, like, talk to a little bit and I'm like, I'm really, really attracted to this person. That's wifey tier, right? And then she's like... She, like, says some shit about, like, politics, and then I'm like, oh, actually, ding, 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 way down.
Can you have
Gone.
multiple wifeys in your brain?
No. Yes, yeah, you can.
Well, okay, but if wifey like
Wifey isn't real, Tommy.
I get that.
It's-
We
she's
are
not real.
already in the miasma
Yeah,
right now.
We're in the smoke.
I'm imagining wifey to you as like a train carriage. Like you have multiple wifey.
Objectifying women yet again, but go on.
Okay. You want me to show my
Yes,
pussy?
she's a train carriage.
She's a train carriage, and there's multiple wifey on the train.
Yeah.
And when she goes like,
They're all in pods.
yeah, when she goes like, Ciaran, I like you.
On the train.
She does all the on the trains unhook, or do they stay on?
What do you mean?
I
Are you
laid
talk-
it all out.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah. See.
You're saying that the front of the carriage is like wifey tier.
Mm.
Yeah, all the other ones on hook.
New tech unlocked. Last thing you said was about
My wife.
your wife.
Yeah.
I can't remember what your wife.
I
was.
said she's. You asked me conditions or something. Listen, wifey's not real. Wifey is a bit. I think we just talk about how much I like women so much, because Tommy just probes me for like.
What is like to be human? What's it like to live in your world?
What's it like to live in my world? Sometimes you just see lady and you're like. You soy jack.
Do you think your sister likes these parts of the podcast?
No.
I think she's like, wow, this is
No, I think this is the most man conversation ever. Maybe not, though. I don't think this is how men talk about women. Like, I don't think there's any GAA head that's like, I saw this lady and I was like,
train carriage.
dude, oh, wait. Maybe I vague talk shit on people from my college again.
Whoa, yeah, that's the best part of the podcast.
So I met with this, maybe, no, I won't say this. I won't say specifically when, but I was talking to some people that are in my college.
Let's call them Ben.
Let's call them Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And they started saying, just having a normal conversation, and they mentioned, like, oh, there's this person that you know, vaguely, like this internet person that lives near me. And I was like, that's so cool. And then he starts talking about her body, like, outwardly, being like, yeah, I like this woman's tits. And then I said, bro, you're a write-off. and I walked away. But because I speak like that, he clearly didn't know what I meant. Because everyone is Irish here.
They don't know the esoteric
And
verbiage.
I speak like an internet goon.
Yeah.
Like an actual complete Gen Zer boy.
But surely if he knows who she is, like if she's an internet person,
She's real to him. She's like a real woman to him.
and she's not the online personality, I guess.
No, she's his neighbor.
Yeah, that's odd.
So it's not parasocial. It's not like, oh, this person is a video game and not real, so I can say anything I want about them. There's like a real woman that he's just like. He also says the like slurs. So
What kind of slurs? B
because
tier slurs.
there's
There's a tier list.
R slur. He'd be ripping the R slur.
I think the R slurs is very much a like
Irish
thing, because we do. I don't know. I think Kai was saying this before. I was telling him about how many people in Ireland have like mental disabilities and stuff like that, and how we have like every class has like 2 or 3 people that need like SNAs and stuff, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing in Ireland.
I don't think that's a thing in Ireland.
Do you not?
No.
But why don't other countries?
Because they don't care.
That's so weird.
I think every single country has that amount of people that are autistic, that have ADHD, that have dyspraxia, that have any kind of learning disability, and they just like I don't know, take care of it, bro.
That's so but here it's like everyone loves that person in the class because they're like so unique. Like I always remember fucking there was a guy who used to he was autistic, but his name was Adam. And he used to do this thing where he did different dinosaur noises. He would roar like a T-Rex, and it was really good. Like it was like Godzilla going, and we were fucking astounded by it because it was so cool. It was so cool to us, and like that was his thing, and people were just like, yeah, that's cool, that's fine. We knew he was different. We didn't treat him anyway as such. We just thought he was cool. And I don't know if it is that like an Irish thing for politeness, because I'm assuming some people in my class didn't see it that way, but were just like going with the crowd.
It's kind of the same in my primary school, where it wasn't like there was a community or anything. Like it's just like it's not like how it would be in other places, where it is bad. It is worse for people with disabilities, but it's like I don't know. It's just. I guess it's just more accepted here than it is in like the U.S. I don't think basically in every primary school class there's a kid that needs an SNA in some way. An SNA, by the way, is just a specific teacher that watches over this kid or a couple of other kids and just make sure they're doing okay, essentially, and make sure they're basically kind of getting their own little educational bubble because they need it.
The Irish education system in primary school. For being the way it is, there is a lot of support for kids, like especially marginalized kids. They get help in primary school, but then in secondary school it just becomes a shit show. I know so many itinerants that like get put in a special needs classroom because they don't have the same level of education as other kids in their class, and I understand they need extra help, but they just keep them there, like they're in a fucking box.
That didn't even happen in my school.
What happened?
Nothing.
Just left.
You're on your leash. Off you go.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You might as well genuinely let them rough it out in primary school. It would have genuinely been better to have just let them go rough it out in primary school, let them mask, instead of just sending them into secondary school with the assist from primary school and just being like, no assist, no safety belt anymore. We don't like you anymore. How are you not over this after 6th class? You're not autistic anymore. We cured you.
How are you not over it, bro? I remember that was a big thing in 6th class when teachers were kind of afraid, where they kept explaining to the people in our like the special needs guys about how secondary school is different. Like they won't have the same amenities that they give them. And of course, like you don't really get it. Even if you like at my age, you wouldn't really understand.
No,
that. You don't because you know it's only different.
My age, you said my age, like you were 6th class.
I'm a divide.
Even if you were 12 and you weren't autistic,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you wouldn't really get what's happening.
I fucking hate secondary school, bro. That shit sucks.
Not good. Neither of us had any good things to say about secondary school.
Do we know anyone? Oh no, does
Simmons like secondary school?
Yeah, well, that's because.
What?
You know,
What?
he's actually the guy I was talking about earlier. No, I love Simmons. Yeah, Simmons likes secondary school. Kate was saying to me forever because oh my god, there was genuinely. I don't want to talk about too much. I was actually so fucked in the head when I was in school. Like my mental was so bad, like actually god awful. Do you know I? Oh my god! Wait, this is actually so bad. I used to, maybe this is attributes to the bags beneath my eyes, as well. But before bed every night, I used to open up my laptop, start watching YouTube videos, and stay awake every single night for as long as I could.
Mm.
And I'd get up and I'd splash water in my face and I'd like slap myself when I was in bed because it would keep me awake.
Yeah.
And I knew that the minute I fell asleep, I'd wake up and it would be time that I had to go and get on that bus. And I never wanted to.
It's not like anyone would even help you if you said anything, because you have to go.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like,
Well, I did say something. I told
Yeah?
my parents I wanted to drop out of school when I was in 5th year.
Mm.
I went to the guidance counselor at the school for ages, and I was like basically telling her, being like, I'm fucking miserable, and it's like it's only gonna get worse. And my only solution was I stopped caring about my grades, and I just stopped going to school for the most part, and I just coasted the entire way through 6th year. I genuinely would have gotten so much worse if I hadn't done that. Because I had such bad relationships with authority figures. I hated authority figures because I was so afraid of them. I hated school. I hated going. I hated the pressure I was under. I had such a shock when I entered 5th year, and I sat down, and the junior cert was over, and my first maths class, they're talking about the leaving cert.
Yeah.
And my brain, I died. I was like, just like that?
Yep. It's all over.
It mattered so much.
Mm.
And just like that, it doesn't matter anymore.
I know a lot of people have that intrinsic understanding that leaving cert is a fucked system, to be one test, basically 2 weeks to decide your higher education. But like when you think about like what he has to go through a student's mind, like people are like in the phase of their lives, like post-pubescent, I guess, like 16, 17, 18, like the peak of their like mental fucking, I don't know, growing into it. And those 2 years they have to spend just like regurgitating and learning like this fucking vague ass information. Like people just aren't the same after, or they just don't, like, you can tell the difference between someone that's been to leaving cert and hasn't. It's fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about my sister. And Noah as well. Noah was such a good help to me in secondary school. I genuinely would have just deteriorated so much if he wasn't there during, because I didn't have people that I liked either. Like I didn't have many friends, besides Simmons. I had friends that liked me, but they just annoyed the shit out of me. I didn't want to be around them. They were just situationally like people that were there, and I didn't want them there. And a lot of the time I just fuck off on my own. But I remember Noah and Kate would say like, I'm never going to be like him. And then Kate's in 6th year now, and she's like, I get it. Like Kate's the same as me now. Or the same as I was. Probably a little bit better, because she still goes in. Probably a lot better, to be honest, just because she has better friends. But she like gets what happened to me and how bad it was. I obviously never ended up dropping out though. I just did the leaving cert eventually.
Which in actual fact didn't really matter.
No, it kind of did.
No, not really.
It kind of did matter.
It's not like there's not like be any other version of you that exists though. But
No, I'd still be me.
Yeah, it literally wouldn't change anything besides, what, like a course you do? Because you probably
Yeah.
drop out the first year anyways, like. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we'll see.
But he's back on his grind though.
I'm on my grind set.
He's on his grind set. Have anyone watching from college? Because
I'm actually so bad at education, dude. I'm so bad.
It's like these assignments and stuff, is it?
Yeah, I find it so difficult. It's because leaving cert broke me. I find it so difficult to. When I get into the school, it's fine. But like when I'm sitting in the class, I'm like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm just sitting there the entire. It doesn't matter what topic we're covering or anything. and then keeping up with assignments, and then just like any semblance of pressure that I feel from a lecturer, I'm always just thinking like, this doesn't matter and I can leave at any point. Because if I feel even like an ounce of pressure, I just won't do the thing.
Mm.
I won't do whatever is assigned.
Do you feel like you put pressure on yourself?
Yeah, I think so. Or perceived pressure from others. But I have to think in my head like that perceived pressure doesn't matter.
I remember when I was like really bad in secondary school, I would like, because I get into school at like 8, half 7, and I'd walk to the end of the field, and I would sit by the train station, and like I'd just sit in like a little ditch underneath it and just wait for the train to go past. I remember doing that for like weeks and not even thinking about it. And one day I was thinking like, maybe someone would say something to me. Someone would walk by and see me. Never did though. And then my brain was like, oh, I love manga, because manga they find you in the ditch and like, bro, pick you up, man.
I used to think about that all the time. I used to think like, maybe at some point, someone will like find me, and that'll make a difference somehow. I don't know. I think I used to think that before leaving cert, but I was kind of the opposite during the leaving cert, because I remember thinking everyone just needs to leave me the fuck alone. I remember thinking, and this is so high strung, but I did feel this way when I was in the leaving cert. I was like, I'm actually too fucking old for this. Like, I am straight up too fucking old for, like, 17 years old, for some teacher to be, like, shouting at you for having not done homework. And you're sitting there, and you're like, I'm a man. Like, I'm a fucking man sitting across a little desk from you in my little chair. Ugh.
I don't understand why they even bother with that shit. It's a waste of everyone's time and energy. Like, if the leaving cert is that... it's so fucking... some teachers must get off on that shit.
They do. Straight up. There are, like, countless teachers in the school that I went to that should not be teachers. Holy fuck.
r/am I the asshole? I was shouting at my student because they didn't do their homework. But they didn't do their homework.
Yeah, I mean, I have been thinking about this for ages and trying to separate my narrative brain. And, like, my progression into becoming an awful student and hating education has been since I was, like, 8. I remember I used to really not like school in 5th class. I remember once I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy with my family, with my brother and my sister, and I walked to the bathroom, and I really didn't like school, and I was really struggling, and I asked Dad, who was in the kitchen, I was like, Dad, can I talk to you for a second? And I just started crying, and I don't remember what I was upset about, specifically, but I remember I was just so upset, and that never like got resolved, and there's nothing you can do, like there's nothing that could be done. I just had to keep going, and that just built up like a sediment. Remember when I was in 4th class, even before that, I had this issue. By the way, I'm like fairly certain I have a learning disability, and I've really been thinking about like going to my GP, and just trying to figure out what it is. Because I remember when I was in 4th class, I'd show up to school, I'd always be missing something. Piece of homework, coloring pencils, whatever. I'd always be missing something. And I'd never want to be. And I remember the nights before I'd think, okay, what do I have? I have this piece of homework, I have this piece of homework, get it all done. And my teacher didn't understand that, like, I wasn't being a shit. Like, I just had an issue. And I just would always forget something. And I'd cry in class, like, at least, like, 3 times a week. And she, like, wouldn't get it. She wouldn't get why I was upset. Or that, like, there was nothing malicious about what I was doing.
Can you imagine thinking a fucking 10-year-old is malicious, though?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
He knows what he's doing.
Bro, why are you making my life worse? Just do your homework, bro.
Yeah.
Just bring in the fucking old pink pencil. That's your problem,
Teaching is such a hard job, and, like, we don't even teach teachers how to teach well, and then we also don't pay them anything.
Well, yeah. Because teaching is, like... To be a good teacher, you have to be vulnerable. Like when I'm teaching you like kickboxing or grappling, I'll show you stuff where like how I remember how to do stuff. Because I know that for a fact it's easier to think like that rather than just saying you do this, this, and this, and this like a lecturer. Because people don't learn like that. Like if a teacher gets down like to someone's level and explains it through and through from foundationally, that makes people learn. And some teachers will just go up there and do a thing and then go down to everyone in the class and just be like, why aren't you Like, just do it again. Just like, I don't know why you're not doing this.
Reproduce my thing.
Yeah, just do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. I think we should be like gamblers.
What do you mean?
Like, we should buy an Asian kid from Thailand.
Stop talking about our little Asian boy,
A precious boy.
our precious boy.
Why can't we talk about him?
Fine.
We can buy him, and then we make him do slots at the age of 18.
We make him really good at gambling,
Mm-hmm.
like Lupin the Third. Make him a criminal,
Yeah.
and we put him in a little car.
You don't know what Lupin. What?
Yeah, he's a criminal. He's the best criminal in the world.
Yeah, but he's not like.
Doesn't he gamble?
He has a car. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a car.
Yeah, he's got.
We put him in his car, and
Yes.
then we make him drive around to different casinos and just make them all bust. They make them all go bust, Tommy. Make them all go bust.
I was thinking more like he can get like into debt, and then we can like kill him.
okay.
And we cut that off the ledger.
My precious boy.
Why do you have to love every boy that's in our vicinity?
I don't know, bro. He's our boy. He's our boy. And I just want him to thrive. I want to come up with a way that he thrives, and not a way that he dies.
Way he survives.
Am I the asshole for ordering a Taiwanese boy that can't speak my language, teaching him to gamble, making him accrue debt, and then killing him for life insurance money?
But I like give him a good grave though. I write a book about him, about how my son died.
My young boy.
My young boy.
Young boy.
We're gonna call him like Levi or like Theo or something.
Do you think there are white people that, like, buy kids from other countries because it's easier than adopting?
Yeah, sure. A bunch of people do that in LA.
What do you mean?
Like a bunch of LA people who have like so much money, like compared to the average income in like Thailand and shit or India. They just go. They will literally just fly over.
And adopt a kid.
Yeah, it's just easier. It's not even just easier, but it's like it's cheaper.
Is that unethical?
No, it's not
No?
because it's capitalism, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, capitalism. We're all subject to the fucking whims of capitalism, and the.
that doesn't mean it's not unethical.
No, it doesn't. But you have to be okay with the fact that everyone is technically unethical, which I don't think you believe in
What, that everyone is unethical?
under capitalism.
Yeah, of course I believe that.
Yeah, but you have to be. But like unethical in a system that is unethical is such a weird
Yeah,
juxtapose because it's not their fault for being unethical.
that's just the way it
It's
be.
just the way it be. But yeah, it's fucking whack. But like, I don't know. You're getting that one kid doesn't think it's whack. He's pretty chill with it. It's time to end. I think the forest fell to begin. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.